So hi, I'm Juanita Dawn, and I am a puppeteer, and I live in Calgary, Alberta. Some of you may have seen my work before. I've been in many Dolly Wigglers. I have also done a few shows in Calgary, one called Broken Sugar Bowl at the Animated Objects Festival and The Bench, which is a short puppet show, and we had a fair amount of success with that.
And hi, I'm Bryant. I live in Calgary and I am a clown. You may have seen my work at the Calgary Clown Festival and the Edmonton Clown Festival. I've also worked with Juanita on the Dolly Wiggler 2 years ago.
So the title of our piece is called Carbonara Cowboys, and it's a spoof on spaghetti westerns. So what inspired me for this show is that in the last 2 years, I made a series of clown puppets, clown sandbag puppets, and I thought, we need to do something with these guys. So Chad and I put our heads together and we're trying to find a funny theme, something that a lot of people could relate to. I happen to have some cowboy hats, and so that really inspired us to do a spaghetti western. Sandbag puppets are really fun, really whimsical. They kind of waddle when they walk, and you can do a lot of different things with them. So they're kind of blank slates, the sandbag puppets. They can be male or female, whatever you want to make them into. So to make them have arms that can also be removable, I made little jackets that their arms and hands are on these little jackets. And then I just put their jackets on, and voila, they have arms and hands. And then the costume is sewn over top of that. So I can easily remove the costume and I can remove the little jacket, and they're back to their regular. My hope for these is that I can reuse them over and over, and we call them the big bottom players. So it's an acting company of sandbag puppets that we're hoping to do lots of different shows with. Now this lovely lady has a wig on that can come off, and these of course are her fake boobs, and underneath she is a sandbag puppet. The puppets really really have taken on a new life form, because they start out as beanbag puppets, but we've dressed them up and put costumes on them and added arms and hands. And so we're going for a really whimsical Dolly Wiggler version of a spaghetti western. So we needed horses for our cowboys to ride, and they didn't have legs to put their over each stick if you wanted a stick horse. So we made floaty horses, and that's how our horses ride. These were made out of silicone, dragon skin silicone. You can add coloring to it. And we needed a scene where they deflated as well, so you can take them apart. Well, I am drawn to the beanbag puppet form, although I do like lots of other forms as well. But I find the beanbag puppets are really funny. All they have to do is walk out on stage and people are laughing. I think it's their awkwardness, the way they just kind of slump along. So they're very versatile, especially for this type of show.
The thing that draws me to clowning is that it allows you to have that childlike wonder as an adult. So whatever adult experience you have, you can see the world in a new light, and whether it be beautiful or tragic, hopefully you can find some form of humor in it. So.
The most significant puppet show that I saw that influenced me the most was when I saw Tinka's New Dress by Ronnie Burkett in the early 90s or mid 90s. It really changed a lot for me. It opened my eyes to what adult puppetry could be, and I've never looked back.
My first memory of puppetry dates back to just being a kid. I used to wait. I'd sit in the kitchen and stare at the clock and wait for the big hand and the little hand get to the right places so I could run to the TV and watch Sesame Street. Recently, I rediscovered puppetry just by being friends with a bunch of weirdo clown friends and puppet experts, and got to meet Ali Direct and Catherine Smith and Juanita and all these beautiful, wonderful people who reintroduced me to the beauty and the fun of puppetry.
So the Puppet Power Conference that is held in Calgary is running at the same time as the Dolly Wiggler. It's a WP Puppet Conference, Puppet Power, and I'm presenting The Bench, which is the show that I spoke of earlier. It's a little puppet show that Monica and I put together. This is the main character, Frank. We were to perform it live, but it is now going to be shown through film and then a talk back after. So Frank is very different from the Beanbag Puppets. He has a little walking mechanism in him, and he, along with another 10 puppets, will be putting on a little show talking about the importance of community benches and how they create a community and how the community can be lost by getting rid of benches and, sadly, Frank's sleeping spot. So that will be on May 31st, Sunday at 2:30, and you can go to the Puppet Power Conference webpage for tickets.